Welcome to Sports Talk with King Vaughn. I'm going to start today by saying hockey season starts in 2 weeks. Now, I'm starting a fantasy hockey league. So if you want to join fantasy hockey, just text me. You don't need to know anything about the actual hockey season. I can teach you throughout the year. It will be fun. Today's Saturday, so that means college football Saturday. Today has some of the most ranked games, top 25 ranked games in the same day since 2006. In the last 16 years, there are 6 top 25 ranked games today. Not to mention Washington plus Cal. Cal has won the last 4 times that they played Washington. And that's not even a ranked game. Other games are North Carolina versus Pitt. North Carolina's ranked, but Pitt always plays North Carolina hard no matter if they're ranked or not. Another one is Baylor versus Texas. Even though Baylor is supposed to be bad this year, they always know how to play when they play Texas. Not to mention, probably the game of the year for the ACC. The game that's going to decide the whole thing. Florida State versus Clemson. Even though Florida State is ranked 5th and Clemson's unranked, the spread is only 2 points in FSU's favor. It should be one of the best games of the year for the ACC. Okay. But let's get into the actual top 25 ranked games for this week. I'm going to start with the one that I am the least excited about. Iowa versus Penn State. I think Penn State's going to win, and because I think it's the same as last week when they played Illinois. Iowa's offense is not that scary, even though they hit their 25 per game. I don't think their offense is going to have any traction versus Penn State. There's so many good games this week. It feels like we've heard nothing about this Alabama Ole Miss game. It feels like it's a back burner game of the week. An Alabama top 25 ranked game is on the back burner. I believe Ole Miss will win this game because Alabama is in a downward spiral right now, and they are not going to know how to fix it. And Lane Kiffin's offense, it's really been clicking these last couple weeks, and it's exciting to watch. Another top 25 game this week is a revenge game for the Utes. You have the Utah Utes playing UCLA. I believe Utah will get their revenge this week. After last year, where UCLA knocked the Utes out of playoff contention really late into the season. Another top 25 ranked game is from the Pac-2. Washington State versus Oregon State. At the beginning of the year, if you told me the only 2 teams left in the Pac-12 were both going to be undefeated, I was going to tell you no. I was going to tell you you were stupid. But find a new hobby. But as of right now, Oregon State and Washington State are both undefeated, and the Pac-2 is strong. But with this being said, I think Oregon State will win, and they're going to shoot up the rankings, and the Pac-2 is going to have a top 10 ranked team after this week. The game that I'm most excited for, though, will be Colorado versus Oregon. I can't wait till Oregon smacks Colorado and Coach Prime. I think he's not a good coach. I think he's a fluky coach that had one of the best FCS school ever in existence. And he fluked his way to all those wins. And now with Colorado, they have played 3 games versus bad teams. All 3 of the teams are bad, and they barely beat TCU and Colorado State. So once they're actually playing a good team in Oregon, they're going to get smacked, where Bo Nix is going to throw all over them. And I know everyone's excuses are ready. Travis Hunter isn't playing. Boo-hoo. It doesn't matter. If Coach Prime is such a good coach, he can coach around the players he has in the lineup. That's why Mike Vrabel for the Titans is such a good head coach. Okay, and probably the most exciting game for the week, a top 10 matchup, a grudge match, Notre Dame versus Ohio State. I think Notre Dame can win this game. They are coming off of a last season where they underperformed, and Ohio State was the reason they were knocked out of the playoffs. I think they're going to come in with a chip on their shoulder and want to show everyone that they're legit this year. With the Sam Hartman, I think they have a real shot at making the college football playoffs, FPS, alright. Okay, those are all because I believe Ohio State's offense will be their problem. It started to click last week, but I just don't trust their quarterback. I still think it's a problem. And speaking of, those are all of the top 25 ranked games. But let's talk of LSU versus Arkansas. I believe the Tigers are going to destroy the Razorbacks today. They're playing in Death Valley for the first time. We're playing an actually good team Saturday night in Death Valley. It's going to be crazy tonight. Oh yeah. Thank you for watching Sports Talk with King Von.